what training methods do you use for achieve this hunter state?
Body language is really, really, really important, you know. And I have a thing which we call the Breen lean, which means I'm leaning forward all the time, yeah. And not all the time. Sometimes I'm back in more of a Thai stance, where I can use my leg to block, you know, and my weight is more on the back. But if I'm doing the boxing aspect, my weight is on the front, you know, not here, but here, you know, leaning forward. So now all the weight is on the punch, yeah. So the punches are just heavier, yeah. You don't need to lean too much. You don't want to be off of balance, but you need to have this. And then what happens is that because your head is forward, your body follows. Where if I'm like this and I'm like here, and my head and my body are together, my gut will take over. You know, my gut, be careful. Oh, we should run because it will be, it's madness, you know. And because it is, all human conflict is madness, and violence is madness. And why would you ever go there at all, you know? But it is one of the things. But look, once I do this, now if I do it here, can you see? I've chosen where I'm going. I'm going forwards. You know, even if I'm moving backwards, I'm still going forwards all the time. So I get my head right, and my body follows. And I find if my head's ahead of my stomach, even a little bit, I've chosen the direction. You know, it's tiny. Most people don't see it. They're here and they're going, oh, what am I going to do? And I'm going, no, I'm here. This or this, you know? And I go, yeah, I can smile and be very, yeah, lovely. How are you doing? But I'm coming this way, you know? And these are things which people don't teach, because these are so primeval. These are your body as an animal, isn't it? It's animalistic. It's what your body wants to do, you know, because we're all scared, you know, and we're all fearful. But get this right, almost like a third eye here that you have it, that you're drilling, yeah. And I often talk about as well about having a big light here on your heart, you know, that you shine, you know, you shine the light out. You're not like this, you're like this. Obviously for fighting you have to close it up, but I'm thinking of like shining my light at you, you know. And I get students to do this on the tube here, when they travel on the tube, and the platform is very crowded with people, and maybe everyone's coming the other way to them. I get them to walk along the platform with the light on, you know, turning the light right on, and people just park, you know. So this is a huge body language thing happening, yeah. So I want those things to happen all the time for students. I did it to one student. I said to him on a Tuesday evening, you should do this, and we practiced a bit. We were doing a thing of just taking space off of each other, not doing any techniques, just moving around, but moving around and pushing them back with our intent, you know, with our intention and with our body language. You know, people just take a step back and you go, thank you, I've taken a step off of you. I'm a step further, you're a step back, you know? And like you're pushing a big block of ice between the two of you, yeah? And it's never always one way. Well, sometimes it is, but if you're with good people, it's always a bit of backwards and forwards, yeah? But it's all about this intention. So therefore, I'm just training it all the time. Anyway, this student said to me, he phoned me up the next day or the day after. He said, "This is a picture of me outside 10 Downing Street. The Prime Minister lives at 10 Downing Street." And I said, "How did you end up there?" He said, "I was in the office and I had the light on, and I haven't had the light on. I had the light on, and he's a technical guy, he's a computer guy. And they said, the Chancellor of the Exchequer needs someone to sort out his computer stuff. And he just had the light on and he got chosen. Up till then, no one had even noticed him. He got chosen. Now he's close friends with the Chancellor of the Exchequer, the man who does the finances for, the whole of the country. They phone each other up, and all because of this, just because he had the light on. So hunter or hunted, it's everywhere. So it's not only about fighting, it's about
I see.
being successful. It hasn't worked for me with talking to women, but I'm a happily married man, so that's a good thing.
Thank you so much for your answer. If you are talking about hunting, have you classified some animals by which you are hunting?
Not really. I don't. People do like, oh, I'm a bear, I'm this, I'm that, I'm the wolf. I try to more bring it back to me and my students about what they're feeling, and to feel successful and to feel calm as well is important. And what everyone's, since we've changed the 4D way of doing things, everyone said they feel much calmer, more in control. And these are people who've been doing martial arts for 30 years, 40 years. So they're not new people. They're old hands. They're people who've fought lots of competitions, but they all come up to me and say, "No, this is the best I've ever felt," which is fabulous. If you can do that to people, that helps in every way, doesn't it?